Welcome to Jan's Views, a place where I share my views and listen to yours. Whether you are here for my artwork, live streams, shorts, or just for the giggles, please be assured I appreciate each and every one of you. I hope that you will enjoy your time here on my channel. I would be eternally grateful if you would give a like to the video, consider subscribing and, dare I ask, even become a member. So without further ado, let's do this.
Good evening and a very fine welcome to Drama Friday. How the hell are you? I don't know where I am. I really don't know where I am. I've got brain fog, more brain fog than I usually have, which is quite quite difficult to believe. But yeah, I'm very brain fogged. I think because I'm not sort of 100%. Mind you, I can't remember the last time I was 100%. Can you guys? I've got a touch of uveitis. Finally got my steroids for that. So, and it is so cold outside. I don't want to go anywhere. But the girls are dragging me out tomorrow. We're going shopping. We're going Christmas shopping, guys. So I'm going to have to wrap myself up really, really warm. And yeah, shop with my girls. How are you all? Are you all well? Hi, Edna. I'll put the link up for you in a sec. Hi, Moosey. What kind of week have you had? I hope you've had a good week. I've had quite a busy week, actually. I've done quite a lot. And today is like the first day that I've actually been able to stay indoors for the day, so that's quite a relief. I just can't I can't cope, cannot cope with the cold weather. Before we go on any further, we're just going to have like a 50-second break because I've got to let the cat in. So just give me a second, okay, guys? I'm back. I'm back. Oh, grief. Right. So, have we all been? We've all been well. Good. What have we got lined up? I tell you what, there's so much drama. There's so much drama going on. I don't know where to, didn't know where to start really. But I've got a few things lined up. Let's get our girly up. Here she comes. There you go. So, right. We have to start, I suppose. We need to start with this, guys. We need to start with this. He lost his channel, guys. Hi, Edna. Hi, Edna. Put your microphone on, darling, then we can hear you. Anyway, the hustler, he lost his channel again, guys. Any surprise? Put your hands up if you were surprised to hear that he lost yet another YouTube channel. I wasn't surprised. No one cares. Absolutely no one cares. Are you there now, lovely? She'll come through.
Yes, I am. How are you doing, Jan? Oh, well, we heard how you're doing.
Yeah, I'm all right. I'm all right. Looking forward to just sitting and chatting and go on. Your timing is precise tonight, Edna. Well done. Yeah. It's good.
Sorry. I was just basically saying that I've had quite a week too. Doctor's appointments, I had, whatever. But I'm happy to be here. Hello, everyone.
Good. I'm glad you're happy to be here, darling. What did he do this time? What does he do all the time?
Right.
That's the thing, isn't it? He continues to act the way he acts, unfortunately.
Oh.
Yeah. So anyway, Edna, I didn't do my bulletin properly. Okay, breaking news. Hussy loses his YouTube channel again for bullying and harassment and breaking terms of service. This guy continually breaks terms of service. That's my news bulletin for this week. But the thing I must also say is that, thank you, Moosey. I'm glad you're here as well. The thing I must also say, because I've got it all keyed up, is that there are people that are delighted, absolutely delighted with this. One person in particular that I would like to share with you who is absolutely delighted with this is this person here. This person here is absolutely delighted. So, Edna, don't talk while this is playing, and I'm going to move. Hang on, I'm just talking to myself, guys. Just ignore me. Anyway, there's one person who's absolutely delighted with the current state of affairs as regards the monster from New York City. And the person is... Do you know what? That made me laugh. While I was setting that up today, I was laughing my socks off. Can't help it, guys. It made me laugh. Anyway, so yes, that person there, that plonker in the garden at a granddaughter's.
Mhm.
I'm at my daughter's house that time. It was, yeah, that's one of my Hussy Chronicles, guys. So if you want to see more of my Hussy Chronicles, then check them out. I've got a playlist uh, dedicated to the buffoon. So anyway, that's that. Let's get rid of it. Oh no, we can't get rid of him yet, because what I wanted to do was also discuss what his future plans are. Now, his future plans are to open up a Patreon, guys. So it's opened up a Patreon, and so far, 10 idiots have signed up for it. Listen,
Yeah,
who?
I was gonna say, I think that's a good idea for him.
Oh, okay, yeah, of course you would. Yeah, okay.
Well, no,
Um,
because the way he likes to be supported by his supporters, his fans, I think like Patreon is a more appropriate platform for that.
yeah. Well, I did have a bit of a peep, and he's offering cooking videos. So if you want to see a
Mm.
spoon in the kitchen, yeah, there's that. But don't you think £10 a month is a bit much though, Edna? Or do you think that's okay?
I mean, I wouldn't pay it, but if that's what he thinks he's worth, I'm not gonna argue with him.
Yeah. Oh, and interestingly, guess who set up the Patreon for him? You'll never guess, I'll
Ooh,
tell you. Gigi.
okay.
Gigi set up his Patreon.
Interesting.
Very interesting. I don't understand why these people. Anyway, doesn't matter. It's not that important to
You
me.
don't? Well, I think I don't know. Sorry.
Go on, go on. I have you
I
on here
mean,
for a reason, and the reason is for you
right,
to
I
give
mean,
your opinion. Go on,
but it's
do
like
it.
obviously they share the same values or lack thereof when it comes to, how they conduct themselves, like just kind of being silly and what have you. So it like when you think about it, it makes sense.
Yeah, I guess. I guess. Oh, hang on. We need to turn that off. How do I stop that? How do I stop that? Stop. I don't want to hear you. Shut your face. Right. So he's still obviously over on Twitch, spouting his usual load of garbage. Um, so what I find interesting is how, well, I don't find it interesting, is I'm just like, what? What are you blooming talking
Mhm.
about? Just shut up. But anyway, this guy is over on what's it called? Twitch. And he does this. I tell you, I can't help it. It just makes me laugh. So I'm over there at the moment. Okay. Look who's live. Breezy. Breezy's live. We could actually, that
Yeah.
might be quite interesting to go and have a gander at that. Anyway, what I wanted to do was, just talk about what he's offering on his Patreon, and it's just the same old crap that he's doing over on Twitter, and on YouTube, that he is constantly kicked off for. You'd think he'd learn, wouldn't you? You would think he'd learn, but he obviously does. Obviously a very slow learner. So he's talking about the bodega, he's talking about me, he's talking about Sherry, who is the latest D. He's talking about Bridge, and he's talking about Charlie Gold. He's throwing in Charlie Gold at the moment. I don't know why. Has she done a new video? Does anyone know? Has she done a new
Not
video?
that I heard of. I thought about Charlie the other day. I was like, it's been a while, but no. You know who I miss? Tammy Lemon.
Who?
Tammy Lemon.
I've never heard of her.
No. Oh, well, she's not really a girl per se, but she would post, and she was kind of in the sphere and kind of in the orbit a little bit. Kind of like
Who was she
roasting.
with? Who was she with? I mean, who did she sort of was she a creator or what?
Yeah, she was a cra so she was like Amberlynn, she was just, like a larger woman on the internet posting about her life and,
Right.
what she was, doing to try to progress and better herself.
Mm-hmm. The
And I
usual.
think maybe she was starting to get like, maybe a little too much attention, or I'm not sure.
And what was her name?
What
Something Lemon.
Tammy Lemon.
Oh, never heard of her.
Okay.
Anyway, is she back or what? What are you saying? You haven't
No,
seen
I
her?
haven't heard no. When you mentioned, Charlie Golden, we haven't heard from her
Mm.
in a while. It just reminded me of somebody else that we haven't heard from.
Well, I've seen her name mentioned quite a bit over the past couple of days, and the Hustler
Hmm.
mentioned her, and I thought, oh, maybe she's done a video. I haven't checked, to be honest.
Let
Um,
me see.
but yeah, maybe I'll have a look. But what I'd like to do is just have a look at this for now. Let's see. And see what garbage is still coming out. He's still talking about me, even though I really can't be bothered to talk about him, to be honest with you. But I
No,
keep
she doesn't
trying.
have any.
I
Oh,
keep
sorry, I was gonna say she doesn't have any new videos. Her last video was a month ago.
Oh, yeah, but she's quite often active on Twitter. So maybe that's it.
Okay, yeah, maybe so.
Right, so I just want to listen to, I mean, these live streams are so dull, but I just want to listen to some of the things that he says on here. Um, so of course he can't keep my name out of his mouth, but he also can't keep Sherry's name out of his mouth.
On my Patreon. I'm trying not to say nothing about Sherry, but she keeps talking about me. But you know what?
But she doesn't. That's the thing. She doesn't keep talking
How
about him. What she
well, how is
does,
Sherry talking about him? Because she doesn't have a platform, does she?
exactly, but she is on Twitter. And the thing is, this is like Groundhog Day with Hussy. It's
Mhm.
like, Ground Hussy Day. Um, because he's, this pattern of behavior is the exact reason why I called him a predator. Because
Mhm.
continues to prey on people that were once his followers. And, this continued behavior of his just proves it. And he really needs to stop because people are noticing, and it's not difficult not to notice it. Do you know what I mean? It's just
Yeah.
so obvious. So anyway, so he's saying that Sherry is talking about him, which in turn gives him the green light to talk about her. You
Mm.
sure? Yeah, okay. Which is exactly what he did to D. Higgins.
What? Here is the thing. Like I've noticed between Sherry and D. Hello, Wildflower. Hello.
Oh my God, the way
Um,
he screams.
when I say like I don't want them in the community, like with D, I kicked her out, and with Sherry, I said you're not welcome back. I think that bothers them a lot, and they don't know how to deal with it, so they continue attacking.
You know what I find quite amusing is that
Mhm.
he actually believes he is so delusional. He actually believes that these people that have left his community are really upset that they're no longer in his community. And that to
It's
me
it's
is
really quite weird.
isn't it? It's
Yeah, because
insane.
it's like you're watching a TV show. It's like, am I gonna be upset because the series ended? Like, I'm not
Exactly.
that invested. It's so weird.
Yeah, I know. And I don't know. I was gonna. Oh, that's better. I just don't want to see his big face there. So I've got this big face instead. But I quite like it with hang on, let's see. Where are you? Are you still there? I've lost you.
Oh, that's fine. You know, I prefer it that way.
Yeah, okay. So let's put the goon there. Um, yeah, so you know, it's watching it, it's very much like it's very much like a masterclass in delusion.
Hmm.
Because he really I think he really believes it. Which is just hysterical, really. But anyway, carry on.
You know what I'm saying? Like with Mitsu left. Mitsu's the only
Okay, so I actually did put some timestamps. So I wanted to, say about the Sherry thing. And then, bearing in mind, I've said nothing about him all week because, as I've said, I'm not going to play tit for tat with this moron.
Mhm.
I've got better things to do with my time, and
Jen, I have a question for you.
what, darling?
Sherry, do we know why what the split came from? Like, was it that Sherry was upset with something, or did she do something that upset Hussy? Because I'm not aware.
Oh, I don't know either. I don't know. I don't
Okay.
know if anyone in the chat. Oh, we seem to have a lot of lurkers and not very many talkers in here today, but never mind. I don't really know. Moosey, do you know the answer to that? Why did Sherry leave? I mean, it seems common sense to me. I mean, I wouldn't even join him, but um, why did Sherry leave? I don't know. If anyone knows, put it down in the yeah,
Yeah, Moosey
Moosey
doesn't
doesn't
know.
know. No, I don't
Hi,
know
Zena.
either. But I know for a fact that he's gonna "Hey, Zena, how are you, darling? You're gonna love what I'm gonna be talking about in a little while, actually. We're gonna do a retro
Look at
kind of
Mary.
thing, and we've got
Sorry.
Mary as well. Okay, you new chatters, does anyone know why Sherry lost or left Hussy's following? I'm interested to know. Hi,
You know what?
Hippo.
It's
Okay.
kind of interesting that Hussy's even commenting on it because I mean, I guess it depends on what happened for the split, but there's been creators that I no longer talk about or talk, like it. The thing is, it's like if I consider them a friend, like I'm not gonna try to drag their name, and if it's not really anybody's business, it's nobody, you know what I mean? So it's just kind of interesting that he's like so anti Sherry publicly.
But that's what he does. That's his MO, isn't it? To go after
Wow.
somebody. And that's exactly why I said what I said, and I will continue to say he uses predatory behavior against his following, who are predominantly women. I
Hmm.
cannot well, I have seen predatory behaviour to males, but that's a different story. But when I use that analogy, it was because of the way he preys on certain women who are following him, and then he acts when they leave, he tries to destroy them. We've seen him do it. We've seen him do it with D. Higgins. We saw him do it with MFW, and he's now doing it with
With
Sherry.
Sherry.
Yeah. So that's what he does. So Hippico says
Hmm.
Sherry left because Hussy didn't care when she was without power for 4 days after a tornado. Of course he didn't care. He doesn't care about anybody. But thanks for letting us
Yeah, I think
know.
I remember that now.
Yeah. Thanks for letting us know. That's awful. And I'm glad she left. I'm glad,
Hmm.
she came to her senses. Hey, Sasha, how are you? I hope you're well. You're doing the beauty stream tomorrow night. Are you joining us, Jan? Yes, I will be. What time, our time will it be, Zena? I take it it's going to be later on, is it? Because I'm out with my girls tomorrow. We've got a new follower called Pinfire McIntyre. Hi, welcome.
Oh,
You're going live tonight as well. Okay. Give me the time. Give me the London times. Beauty stream. Yeah, I tell you what, I'm going to be stay with Mary. I've got a nice treat for you coming up in a little while. Right, so getting on to this one, let's just hear what he had to say about me in here. Just for a change, even though I've not spoken about him all week. Here we go.
He likes the good ones. Okay.
Hang on.
Starts an OnlyFans next week. Maybe he could hook up with Jan Fusion.
hey, Sasha.
That's on the money. That's on the money, Gregory.
That fake laugh. Anyway.
You see, the thing is, Jan's views
It's a disaster.
is so spoiled when it comes to the peen because she got her crocheted ones.
Oh my God.
And she got all shapes and sizes and she don't play with them pickles. She really don't. She likes the good ones. Okay.
So this is talking about me. Somebody that he doesn't know anything about me. Not a thing. But yeah, you carry
Okay,
on.
thanks. Because I was wondering it for a moment. Is this what is the crochet? What is he alluding to? I don't know what he's
Well,
saying.
I used to be friends with somebody called the Real Crochetter. We called him Crochetter, but it should in proper English it should be crocheter, but I like Crochetter.
Okay.
He used to crochet willies.
Oh.
Don't ask me why, he just did. He enjoyed it. So Hussy is now saying that, yeah, oh, I just like those. But yeah. All right, Hussy, carry on.
Okay. But throw him $40 and he might show you a good time. Yeah.
Do you know what's so interesting about this caliber of reaction channel? Is he a reaction channel? No, not really. Creator? No, he's not a creator. Anyway, this caliber of person is that they cannot have a conversation without referring to genitalia. Very interesting. It's like Negs. He can't have a conversation without, coming, talking about genitalia. What's wrong with these men? There's something wrong with them.
Right.
Hi, Just Freezing. Thanks for coming in. Always lovely to see you. Is this a stream about Lego Head? No, I'm not doing Lego Head today. We've just started with the monster, but then we're going to move on to a different community, but it's going to be fun. So actually I missed this. I missed all this he said about me. So this is all interesting to me.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I was thinking, should I go out this weekend?
Oh, whatever. Yeah.
What should I do? Tomorrow's Friday, next day Saturday. That's usually how it works. Should I go out?
God, yeah, go out, get drunk, get thrown out. Go on.
I gotta call Social Security today. Oh,
where's that bit that I found then? Where is it?
I have a new wig.
Yeah, of course you have.
Ledger claimed that I was subbed to his OL.
Whatever.
Oh, please. Ain't enough money in the world to collab with Jan's Pews. Let me tell you something.
Okay, tell me.
If Jan really wanted a conversation and she wanted to prove that there was something that I was doing that was disrespectful or whatever, she would have sat on a panel and had an adult conversation. But when you start a conversation with a bunch of insults
Now, this is the person who I have been on chat, I have been on live streams with on
I've seen it.
at least 3 times. I'm not going to play it again. I'm sick of seeing him, to be honest. But that's the bit that I wanted to hear. This man is incapable of controlling his own anger issues. So I found it quite interesting that he's actually trying to say that it's me that's that's uncontrollable on panels. Okay. Maybe he needs to look back, look back. Put down your vodka glass and or vase and have a look back. See how many panels I've been on where I act anything like you, apart from the one where I was clowning the clowns. So it's quite interesting that he should say this. It's quite funny.
Knows this
Friday.
and monster this
Well, you
and
are.
all of these bullshit comments.
They're
You're
not-
not serious. You're not serious. Something is wrong with her. The comment section.
It's quite funny the way he's always saying, "Oh, there's something wrong with her. There's something wrong with her." Yes, there is something wrong with me. But guess what? I've managed to bring up a family of 4 children who are very successful adults. I've also got 4 very successful grandchildren. I've got my own home. I've got my own car. I've got my own life. So, yeah, maybe there's something wrong with me, but I've achieved more than you could ever imagine.
Talk that talk, Jen.
So, and there he is in his Section 8 hovel in the sky, trying to say that, I don't, trying to project his sad existence onto me. You'll never manage to do that, hustler. You'll never manage to do it. It's just not going to happen.
Someone said that she was going after a couple of other people.
Oh, am I?
She has a habit of doing this.
Okay. Oh, so what you mean is because I do reactions and I do commentary videos, I'm coming after people. Yeah. And yet everybody else in this corner of the internet can do that. But I'm not allowed to do it. I think that's what he's saying. So I'm coming for people. At the moment, I have got a series I'm running called The Therapist, where I'm talking about this therapist who shouldn't be a therapist. She's a nasty piece.
Right. I was gonna say, and you're using the term loosely because the way she's presenting herself online isn't becoming of a therapist.
Yes, absolutely. So I've decided that I'm doing this series about her. And it's funny because coincidentally it's running alongside some sort of drama that's surrounding the royals at the moment because somebody's come out with a book about it. So it's sort of running alongside that. So I'm hoping that it'll gain traction and people will see this therapist for who she is, which is a racist piece of shit, really. So
Does
I
she
don't know.
have anything to say about William and Kate? Because aren't they going through a separation right now?
William and Kate are like wonderful for her. She thinks they're wonderful. Yeah, I love it. I love that too. Isn't it cute, Capone? Hello, darling. Nice to see you. Yeah. What was I saying? Remember, I've got fuddled brain at the moment because I've got not antibiotics, but I've got steroids in my eye. So
okay.
right, I've lost the thread of what I was saying. Yeah, so I'd love it if you guys would check out that new series I'm doing. It's called The Therapist. And oh my God, the things she comes out with are insane. And people
Mhm.
are always going to say, "Oh, Jan's using Jan's using the race card again." It's hard not to when you can spot racism in somebody. It's really hard not to. So,
Right.
yeah, I think the next one I'm doing is I'm going to sort of point that out a bit more, but I don't want to get bogged down by the racism. Um, I just want to show that as being a part of her personality and why
Mhm.
she is so against Meghan and Harry. That's what I want to do. So yeah, so check that out, guys. And also, what's that? She's after your postcode already. Oh, right, to join her Patreon. Um, do you know she's had a lot of aggravation in the past, and I haven't dug deep enough to find out about that yet. Maybe I will do.
Mm.
And disclose that as well. But yeah, she's not a nice person. And my main objection to her is that she uses her title as a psychotherapist to basically just hate on these two people, and you shouldn't do that. No, you shouldn't do it. Um, right,
Mm-mm.
okay, so where are we going now? We're going back to this.
Hussy's
Right.
finally on pay or Hussy. Sasha's finally on track, realizing Hussy has lost his YouTube channel.
Yeah, he's lost his channel again. Whoopie whoop.
Oh my
Whoopie
stars.
whoop. But he's back again. He's got another one.
Oh,
Um,
what's the new one?
I'm not telling you because you'll go and join.
Oh,
I know what you're like. So you can find out for yourself, Missy. I'm not telling you. Right, so let's hear what other delightful things he has to say about me.
And I would take legal action if she was in this country. I really would.
About what? What would you take legal action about, Hussy? Do you know, I'd love it. I'd love to be in a court case with him where it was
yeah, don't even speak
televised.
that foolishness.
Sorry?
I said, don't even speak that foolishness.
I would
Being in a
though.
court case.
I would.
Yeah,
I'd
so
love
you will
to
want
be,
it to be televised. Go ahead.
yeah, where it was televised. And because I watch a lot of court cases, a lot of
Mm-hmm.
televised court cases, like the
Oh,
murders,
yeah.
and he's just been in court for the financial crimes he committed. What a scumbag. He only got 30, he got, what do you get? 27 years for that. But
Mm.
he pleaded, he did a plea deal, which I think is disgusting. But anyway, never mind. That's another story. But yeah, I'd love to be in a court with Hussy, with all his garb on, with all his blackface, and give all the evidence I've got on the way
Right.
he behaves online, because I've got it. I've got it all on my channel. The only thing that I haven't got, which I'm a bit annoyed about, is I've got the pictures. I've got the pictures of when he was at the swimming pool taking pictures, but I haven't got
Mhm.
any of the video. And I think it would have been good to have had the video, because then it could have shown why I was so, like, disgusted by it, because of, what he was saying, and the excuses he was coming up with. So I wish that I'd managed to get that video, but I didn't. But also the times when he was, like, filming these young guys playing basketball. Every time he went shopping, he'd
Wow.
always end up on a bench with the camera
Mm.
facing these young men playing basketball and making crude remarks to them. So, yeah, he's lucky that he lost that channel, because it would all be there. But anyway, no, I would love it. I would love to go to court with him. I really
That's
would.
so funny.
Yeah, I would.
I think Hippie Co is right.
Yeah, absolutely. It would be hilarious. It would. But the thing is, he's so delusional. He actually believes that he would win. Ah, no way, Jose. And this is where I say that DC, I thought she had more brains than to allow him to get away with what he got away with. You
But
know,
Jen, even after she got with Next, you still felt that way?
yeah, I know, I know. I don't know why I thought that way. But yeah, she completely let herself down there. And maybe, maybe she should have. I don't know how she turned up to court. Yeah, and I know it was all online, but there's still a way that you present yourself. And
Mhm.
I just don't think she presented herself in the right way, especially for the judge to turn around and call her. What did he call her? The judge called her vile,
I don't know.
I think. Yeah. Um, so, I mean, that just shows the impression that the judge
Wow,
got
yeah.
of her. And you have to ask, why did the judge get that impression of her? Was it simply because Hussy made all these accusations? Well, then that's not fair. The judge should have heard what she had to say and all the things that he'd said about her. So that's where I think it was a little unfair. I think it was very unfair. Not that I'm on her side at all, believe me. I couldn't give a monkeys. I think they're all as bad as each other, but I do find it a bit strange that, the court the court appeared to be listening to Hussey more than listening to DC. Now, was that
Mhm.
because Hussey was using the gay card? That's what I think. Was he using the LGBT card? Um, and another reason for thinking that is because people are going to be very careful, especially in today's world, um,
Mhm.
about that kind of situation where it looks like, um, a gay person is being attacked online by somebody. If that was the case, and I think it was a fault with the court, I think, honestly, I think they should have been told exactly who Hussy was, and I don't think they did, to be honest. Hussy's great at playing the victim. We've seen it so many times.
Well, when it comes to, I'm not really super familiar with the case, but if he was arguing that it was defamation because he was being labeled as a predator, and like I haven't seen anything to that. So what was her like? What's the evidence?
I know, exactly. And that's where I
Yeah.
think quite possibly it was his lawyer that managed to keep that out of court. Um, and that's not fair. Because at the end of the day, Hussey's behaviour has been questioned so many times, maybe not as loudly as what I do, because I'm not afraid of him. I'll say exactly what
Mhm.
I think of him and exactly what I think of his behaviour. So if I went to court with him, it would be a completely different story. Um, I would tell them, straight up what his behavior's like. But I kind of get the impression that DC didn't do that, you
No,
know? And it was
she
all
must
about,
have.
I mean, what I've forgotten now, and to be honest, I don't really care, but Was it Hussy that was taking DC to court for defamation? If so, why is it that in order to win a case on defamation, wouldn't you have to prove that you have a certain, what's the word? No, the brain's gone dead. Wouldn't you
I
have
thought
to
he was talking
prove that
about like
you were a
default,
certain person of a certain standing in life? Do you know what I'm saying?
like with the character witness.
Yeah, with the character.
Mm.
Wouldn't you? Yeah. I mean, I could do right. Okay. I could take Hussy to court for defamation, definitely, because I'm a professional person and him defaming me could have an effect on my livelihood. Put it that way. Now, how was Hussy able to prove that DC had affected his livelihood? That's what I
I
don't
don't know.
understand.
I don't know if that's what it was because I thought, well, I thought it was kind of like a default because she didn't show up or something.
Yeah, but that was a different hearing though, wasn't it?
Okay.
See, I think they were playing bat and ball and
Hmm.
DC dropped the ball. That's what I think,
Right.
personally. Um, but I mean, if I was to play bat and ball with this goon, he wouldn't stand a chance because um, I could prove that what he says about me is slanderous and on a professional level. See, I understood that proving defamation isn't that in a or slander, isn't that in a civil court? And civil courts are to do with money. So if it's to do with finances, how
Mhm.
was he able to say that DC had stopped him from making money? That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, so Hippie
Okay.
says he wasn't able to prove it. That's why the case was dismissed. Yes, during the discovery phase. That's what I believe as well. And do you know what? Uh, Do you know what's so interesting is that his followers haven't worked that out. They haven't worked out that his case was actually dismissed. There was no winner there. It was
Okay.
dismissed. Okay. So but his following don't understand that. And I mean, and it's people that have got even bigger followings like Sam and Gigi and Belinda that are all like, yay, well done, Hussy, well done. Well done, Hussy. He didn't do anything.
I think they
He
see it as like a win is a win, right? Like he didn't lose, so it's kind of like a win.
Oh no, that's silly. That's silly to say that.
Jen is girl world. This is all silly. The fact that they even went to court with that mess is silly.
Yeah, I agree with you, but I will also say that the fact that he feels that he could take somebody like me to court, um, just shows his ignorance because, as I say, I don't like to keep saying, well, he doesn't know who I am, but he wouldn't stand a chance against me in court. Not a
Mm.
chance. Because if he's going for the defamation thing, which I would probably do, I think if I was in the States, I would consider taking him to court for defamation because of the things that he says online, it could have a detrimental effect on my livelihood as a artist. It could, because you know, on my YouTube, I do put my art online, and you know, I could have people, potential clients, come onto my page or come onto my YouTube and see the vile things that he says about me. So I could, if I presented that to a court of law, they would respond in my favor. Absolutely 100%.
Mm.
So
This is taking me back to business law. I hated that class. I did it all. Well, we won't go into that anyway. You know, it's interesting.
Yeah. And I think, you know, that's why, you know, I wanted to sort of discuss about this with him, because it's just so pathetic, you know. As Sasha says, these
Mm.
is dumb, losing money to a stranger on the internet. Yes. You
Right,
know what,
Sasha?
Sasha? I just can't believe she wasn't prepared. She wasn't prepared. And, you know, that's that's unforgivable, really. I mean, if you know that this is coming up, then prepare yourself, and trust me, you know, I may be as nutty as a fruitcake, but I know certain things, and I know, you know, the right way to do things. They never even met, and she had to give him and she had to give her money to him. Did she though? Did she? How do we know that she gave him money? Because he didn't win.
Hmm.
If he won, right, then he would be able to speak her name, and he's not allowed to. So that should tell you.
Oh.
It stands to reason, doesn't it? So
Mm-hmm.
anyway, let's hear him saying if we were in America, if I was in America, he would take me to court. Okay.
I'm just going to ignore her,
Oh, goody.
and that's it. Go have your fun. You
I
want to
will.
call me monster? Go call me monster. You want to take me to the police department? Take me to the police
I
department.
will.
But I like to know why all your husbands left you. Forget about.
Sissy,
Oh
what does
my
that have
God.
to do with the price of milk?
Because that's his mentality. That's his mentality. He can't form an intelligent argument to save his life. So what he'll do is he'll come for something that he feels will upset you. I'm not going to tell him any of my
Oh,
personal
oh.
information. It's got nothing to do with him. Oh dear. What was that? Okay, I thought they settled and had an NDA. I don't know. Do you know what? I don't really care. I really don't care.
Yeah.
But I am amused. I am amused by this idiot. I have to say, I'm sorry, guys. Just bear with me.
Why your channel has failed. Why you
Uh-huh.
only get 60 views total with 4,000
I
subscribers. Why you
know.
don't make any money. Why
But
all
I tell you
You.
what, at least I've still got my channel. You know, I've still got it. And I've still got my 4,000 subscribers, whether they're dead or
Mm.
whatever you want to say. I've still got them, and I still, like, you know, get more. So, yeah. Him sitting there saying, "Oh, well, she da 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 da." You've just lost another channel, you moron.
your YouTube friends left you. Why your BFFs left you.
Okay.
Why your marriages have failed.
Okay.
You can do content. You have so much content if you review yourself, and maybe I'll watch. I'm very interested. Why you can't keep a man.
Okay, so the latest thing is I can't keep a man.
Jen, are you dating? Are you looking for a special someone?
Do you know what?
Because from what I've seen, lots of people are just happy being single. Honestly, they don't want to deal
Exactly.
with dating. and having a relationship and getting to know people and all of that stuff. So,
And yeah,
yeah.
again, it's more projection, isn't it? It's just more
Mhm.
projection on his part because he can't get a man. When was the last time that he had a relationship? And he's much younger than I am. You know, he's 50. When was the last time he had a man? And
Mm.
he thinks I'm going to divulge any of my personal information to him? You don't deserve it. Why would I tell this idiot any of my information? All I can do is laugh. Laugh
That
at
is
his
funny.
assumptions and his idiocy. It just kills me, guys. Yeah, exactly. I don't cry about needing a man. You've never heard me, and I would never come online and say, "Oh my God, I'm so lonely. I need a man." You'll
First
never
of all,
see
men aren't
me.
that hard. I
You'll
mean, if
never
you want one, I
see
think
me on a live screen crying into my alcohol, you know, about Papa don't preach. It just doesn't happen. You know, so for this man to sort of, you know, come and say, "Oh wow, Jan can't keep a man.
I was
Jan
like,
this,
"Where's your
Jan
man?"
that."
Wait, that's so funny.
It's hilarious.
It's like that Rihanna meme where she's like, "First of all, who says I'm looking for a man?" You know?
Yeah. Why? Yeah, exactly. Why would I look for a man at my age? I can't be asked. Been there, done that, plenty of times. Trust me. Oh, and if I wanted to, I could. But I don't want to. He is Mary. He's so bitter. He's so bitter. He's so embittered. And you know, if he wasn't so vile, you could almost feel sorry for him. You could, because what has he got? What has he got, guys? He's just resorted to begging online. Look what he puts on a third of his screen. It's all about give me money, give me money, give me money. I don't have to do that. I don't do that. And one of the reasons I
Yeah.
don't do it is because I have, you know, I have pride in myself. You know, I don't want to come on and beg people for money, beg people to pay for my next meal. You know? I mean,
Mhm.
it's like someone on Facebook said, not on Facebook, on Twitter, said, "Does he ever look in the mirror?" And it does make you wonder, does he
Mhm.
ever look in the mirror and like what he sees and not just the person he's turned out to be? Oh,
Oh,
lovely Miss Claudie. Yeah, I do buy my own coffee, although I do have this app. I joined this app, which is called, um, Buy Me a Coffee. And I've had people buy me coffees before.
clever name.
Sweet. It's quite sweet. I'd rather not know who has the dustiest box. Yeah. Oh, do you know what? It's actually quite fascinating. I'm glad we've sort of I didn't expect to be talking about this for so long, but it's actually quite fascinating that somebody so lacking in what we take for granted, especially, you know, those of us with a family like Zena, and a life outside outside YouTube. It's absolutely fascinating. to see that people that don't have that feel that they are of any significance in our life. Is it so old it's haunted?
Oh,
Yeah, it could be. It could be.
oh my goodness. We're gonna have to put Zena in the timeout.
Zena, what time you going live, darling? Because I've got an early start tomorrow. I'm out shopping with the girls, so I'm hoping it's not like a 3 o'clock in the morning thing. Because
I think it's in 2.5 hours.
Okay, so what's that? Half? Oh, it is 11, 12, 1, half 1. All right, I might be able to manage half an hour, but that'll be it. Does he work anywhere else? I don't think he's ever worked, Moosey. From what I understand, he's never worked. Which again, oh, it's at midnight. Okay, all right. Do you know I always hated Ovaltine? I didn't like it. I don't like things like that or Horlicks. Yuck. So shut
Oh,
your
is it
face.
too chalky for you?
Oh, it's in half an hour, she says. All right.
Half an
I'll come
hour.
over. I'll-
You know what? I have no concept of time, so
You're rubbish. Edna, you're rubbish. But you know I love you, so it doesn't matter. Who's being rude about tea and sass? Is she still around?
Oh my god, freeze.
It's so dry. It can be mistaken for Popeye's biscuit.
You know what? She does videos with her cat Harriet. I don't watch them, but they look really cute.
Oh.
Mary, I am really.
Right,
Look,
we
get
have
it
to.
away.
You've got me laughing. Okay.
Sorry.
Right. Okay. Edna is relaxed. Edna's always relaxed. Bless her. But hey, it doesn't matter. Listen, guys, we need to have a break. All right, hang on. Tea girl. Just for your information, there's plenty of money. Okay. It is it's public knowledge that he won a grand plus 6 grand at the casino, and he did get a sizable
Oh,
settlement from DC. If that's the case, why can he not say her name, T girl? Because I find that a bit
wow,
sort
thanks
of
for the info.
contrary. Why can he
But
not
you know
say her
what?
name? Was that part of the
When,
settlement then?
oh, listen, when it comes to the lottery or gambling, those winnings, you lose just as much as more. That's a business, y'all. Don't think
Of
they're giving
course you
away all their money,
do.
right? Like
I
do the
don't believe a
taxes,
word
and you
of
see
that.
people. No, he showed the video. So I'm pretty sure he did show that he won that money, but you gotta play a lot to win them.
Yeah. Hi, Sherry. Hello,
Hey,
sweetness. How
Sherry.
are you? I was just going on a break, but people keep talking to me. So let's go on a break, right? And then I think, have we finished with the monster? Oh, let's just finish the last bit, and then we'll have our break. Okay.
Okay.
And explain your looks. I would
Oh.
love to know why you look the way you do.
Right. The reason I look the way I do is because my mother was a Yorkshire lass, which means she was white, she was petite, quite a good looking girl, and my father was Jamaican. That's why I look the way I look, Hussy. Why do you look the way you look? That's what I want to
You
know. Why do you look like that? Why? Tell
Jen,
me.
I'm not going there with you.
I'm having a drink. Keep talking.
Yeah. Listen, what is okay, so Just Freezing said Tia says hates when websites ask her security questions. Like when they ask her place of birth, they don't accept Pangea as an answer. That is hilarious.
What? Hates when websites ask her security questions, like when they ask her place of birth, they don't accept Pangea as an answer. Where's Pangea? Never even
That's
heard
like
of
the
that.
original Earth. That's before all the continents. broke up with the earthquakes and stuff, all he did
Oh,
was
well, that's
call
a bit
PG.
mean. That's a bit mean, just
Jan doesn't appreciate the ageism. Cut it out.
Ah, do you know what? I don't give a toss. It's all online. You know, it's online.
Yeah.
And also, I think to myself, do you know what? I'm jolly lucky to have got to my age, the life I've had. I'm lucky
Amen.
to have reached this age and to have done the things I've done. Oh, hang on,
Mhm.
Zena. Oh, just spotted Zena up here for once not insulting me. Yeah, rumours are around 30 grand. No. No. Did he? What's he going to do with that? What's he going to do? He's going to kill himself with drinking. That's what he's going to do. Hi, Bia. I did see you. I can't click on you. I can't see you. There you are. Yeah, the biracial hate is real. Listen, I've never. Sherry, that's nice. I tell you what, I've never had complaints
Aw.
about my looks. All right, I'm an oldie now, so they've all crumbled a bit, but I was a good-looking girl back in the day. That's why I was able to do all the things that I did. Who's
How
gonna
do you
tell
think she
I'm
got
a
all those men?
Jack?
No.
Ah, ah. Do you know what? I love being biracial. I love it. It adds a certain
Oh, sorry to hear,
I
Tia.
can't exoticism, if that's a word. By the way, where's Bridge
Mhm.
tonight? She's probably studying. Yeah, so that's why I look the way I look, Hussy, and I've never had any complaints. And yeah, but I mean, could be worse. I could be born looking like him. Oh, good Lord. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry. Right, yeah, I'm nasty. Okay. Oh, okay. All right, I've had enough of his wheezing. Does he smoke? Because if he doesn't, then he needs to sort that wheeze out. If he's not a smoker, then why is he wheezing like that? That's what I want to know. So think about that, guys, while we have this break, because I need to get me a drink. Edna needs to do whatever Edna does in a break. It's a couple of minutes break, and then we're moving on from the hustler with his lost channel.
Sounds good. Be back in a few.
Yeah, so we'll be back in a few, guys. Right, bear with. How do I do this now? I'm good at this. I'm so good at this. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Wrong song. So we'll do it again. All right, enjoy your break. And we're back in the room. Right, hang on. Let's get the right backdrop. Don't know what I'm doing. Did you have a nice break, guys? I had a nice break. It was nice and refreshing and yeah, that. Anyway, listen, we're going to move on because I know Zena is going to be going live soon. So I wanted to go back to a channel that I used to watch a lot. And I think Zena may quite like this, and she may recognize these people too. So let's bring them up. Okay, of course, our lovely Edna isn't going to have a blooming clue who these people are. But I just, I was looking at the drama and thinking, now who can we talk about? We've talked for nearly an hour about the Hustler. Sorry, guys.
Mhm.
Didn't really mean to, but hey, that's the way it is. Yeah, Capone's put up. Zena and Farida will be live later. So yeah, that's good. I shall be over there. I enjoy when they go live. They're a fledgling channel and I enjoy them. So get yourselves over there. Right, so Zena, do you know who these two people? Oh, she doesn't like them. She doesn't like them. Well, I like them. They're a couple of people that I used to watch that were in the community that I used to frequent, which is the makeup, drama, and commentary channels. Okay, their name is Tea Time. Right, the guy on the left is called Nikki, and the young lady on the right is called Mocha. Mocha is actually an authoress, an author. Okay, and yeah, I just think they're gorgeous. So there's something. That's one in the eye for Hussy who swears blind that all I do is come for come for gay people. Ah, wrong. But hey, you carry on. Okay. Yeah, I know. And do you know what, Zena? It's going on. It's still going on. And that's why I wanted to sort of address it. They haven't done any live streams for 2 years, which is about the same amount of time that I left that community. So I think that's quite interesting. So what I really wanted to do was, right, I've written this down. They're talking about Jen Gerard. Now, Jen Gerard is somebody who's got a makeup brand. Yes, still they're still talking about it. Who's got a makeup brand called, oh, what's it called? Gerard Cosmetics, maybe. Anyway, I can't talk too much about it because I know Zena wants to talk about it as well. I think tomorrow they're doing a live on it. So all I'll do, I think, is just go over this because I just found it quite interesting what is still going on, and just so that you know that there's drama in just about every single community on YouTube. So it's not all about Girl World. And to be honest with you, I prefer the commentary community because Girl World is focused around two fat birds who need to lose weight. And I'm just not interested in it, you know. So I last saw, hang on a second. I last saw them when Sam was still alive. Yeah, I thought they were good friends of Sam's, weren't they, Zena? You're going to have to forgive me for talking to Zena. Zena, let's save it until tomorrow night, darling, yeah? And we can really chat about it then, because a lot of people in here aren't going to know. But I just wanted to sort of show you guys the type of things that I found interesting. Is that for real? Just freezing. I've heard that, but I find that really difficult to believe. Is that for real? That the candle community's drama is
It's
juicy and
juicy and vicious.
is it really? No, they're not British beer. They're American. Anyway, so let's get into this. But I don't want to step on Zena's toes because I know Zena has prepared something about that community, and I just don't want to step all over her. But
Well, I
the
have a
reason,
question for chat. So
sorry.
I might have I said I might have I have a question or like a topic maybe the chat could help with if you want to talk about something else. Because I heard that something came out about Hannibal, and I was wondering if anybody else heard that. Because apparently it shook up his community enough for people to leave.
Yes, I will come up. I will come up, Zena. That's tomorrow night, isn't it? Yeah, I would definitely come up because that's quite a community. Darling, I don't know who you're talking about, Edna. Who are you talking
Oh,
about?
Hannibal.
Oh no, I didn't know about that. But we're an hour 20 in anyway, so maybe we'll save that for next week. Listen, if anyone's got any news about that, can you drop me a message, please? Because I don't know anything about Hannibal and I would like to know. So if anyone knows anything, DM me on Twitter. Anyway, let me just talk about this because this is more about Petty Paige. Okay, now let's go.
I'm Nikki Elliott Nelson. And I'm Mocha Pennington. And you know what? Paige Christie is like the Energizer motherfucking bunny because she just keeps going and going and going. She don't stop. She never gets tired. Before we launch into this video today, because of course there's more tea, there's more drama, there's more, it never ends. It never stops. Round and round and round and round it goes. We want to say this. Angels, please keep your comments respectful. Please no talk about anything about Paige Christie's family. We will delete it. We will edit it out because we don't have time for that shit. You know, Paige Christie has a way of taking our words and misconstruing them and making them look like things that they are not just so she can justify her egregious behavior. And
do you know, I don't know if those of you that know Paige Christie, otherwise known as Petty Paige. Now, I could listen. Have a look at my catalogue of videos because I've spoken about her before, and I don't really want to be talking about her right now. But I just wanted to sort of point out a few things, and I thought it's probably best if I let these two talk about it. Right, let's move on a bit. Right, okay, let's move on.
After years and back and forth with that one, we just don't have time for that shit. So
you don't give her no ammo.
Don't give her nothing. She gets nothing from us. But
aren't they gorgeous? Let me just say, these two are absolutely gorgeous.
Are they a couple? What's their relationship to each other?
No,
They're just friends?
Yeah, they're just friends. They're best friends. They went to school together. They met at school,
okay.
and they've just been friends ever since. But they were very much in the community that I used to be in. Right, and what Zena said. Yeah, Caribbean conflict for sure. For sure. I've done videos on Petty Paige. I've also done a video. Did you see that video I did on her, Zena? On the I actually did put a short up. If you want to know a bit more about Petty Paige, guys, have a look at my latest short. That's what I'll say. Okay, there's a lot on Petty Paige.
The facts. So y'all know that Paige Christie, you know, good friends with Dustin Daly and Nick Snyder, and at one point Jen Gerard. They were all good Judies. We did a video. They had a falling out. Who could have saw that coming? Did anyone anticipate that they would fall out? I guess they thought.
Actually, I didn't.
You didn't? Well, the thing is, like, I know that just like people who need to see growth and development, you know, hurt people, you know what I'm saying? And so like, unless you've healed from that and done the work, you're going to eventually hurt the people who are around you. You will just keep having failed interpersonal relationship after failed interpersonal relationship after failed interpersonal relationship.
True.
Until you got nothing left but yourself, and the slimiest of people are the only ones who are going to stick by you. And you guys are probably stabbing each other in the back all the time every day too.
Yeah, so if you heard that, that is exactly what happens in Girl World. So, you know, I wanted to show you that, you know, Girl World isn't the only community where this happens. But let's move forward. I haven't got any, annoyingly, I haven't got any timestamps. Now, if I can quickly tell you, the situation is when Paige Christie was friends with Jen Gerard, she right, I think Jen Gerard brought out a hair goods or something, you know, some sort of hair product, and
Okay.
Paige asked her whether her mother or her aunt could advertise it. That's basically what's happened. Unfortunately, sadly, the aunt has passed on. They've also fallen out, and Paige is asking Jen Gerard to take down the pictures. That's actually what's happened. So let's move on.
Here on this planet, and like I wish we could just move on, but here we are. So no tea, no shade against, you know, that this is just like the situation and what's happening right now today. She wanted her to take her aunt's picture down. Well, you know,
that's it.
I don't know, Mocha, would you say it's like petty of Jen not to just take the pictures down?
I mean, she should have. Yeah, I said that, you know, I don't care for Miss Page at all, not one bit, not even this much. But yeah, Jen should have been like, yeah, girl, I'll take them down. I sure will.
Yeah.
She should.
Yeah, and I agree with them on that. I think that out of respect, not only for, you know, even if she's fallen out with Paige, she should take the picture down, because the woman is deceased now. So
advertising pictures?
It's something like that, yeah. It's something like that. It's something that's
The
public.
business person, I'm like, what does that have to do with her death though? It's like, this is for a campaign. Yeah.
Okay. There's Edna coming through from left back as usual, but yeah, that's good. Oh, yeah, that's food for thought. Right, okay.
But she kept them up. Like, girl, just take those photos down.
I, for no other reason besides wanting Paige to shut the fuck up, would have just took them down and be like, so now you have nothing. Now you have nothing. You have no reason to bother.
Yeah, exactly.
You have no reason to keep up your hatred. You have no reason to be miserable. You have no reason to cause drama with me. You have no ammunition to do anything. Leave me the fuck alone. Get the fuck out of my life. Never talk to me again. Because that's what you have to do to toxic people. You just have to shut the door. And I don't think she would have missed out on that much money by just taking the shit down.
Right, okay. So so Nick is agreeing with you. He's actually saying just do it, you know. So I'm reading in the chat here. You guys talking about Hannibal. Is somebody going to tell me what's happening with Hannibal? I want to know. But I'm not reactivating my Twitter. How am I going to find out on Twitter? Is it on Twitter? About Hannibal? It's interesting. Okay,
yeah, I think it's Twitter.
Okay, so I'm just putting this out there. How I would feel, to be honest with you. See, people have different. It's difficult because it could be seen as a, you know, as a emotional thing. It's a family member, and she doesn't want that picture still up, you know, about the family member. I can understand that. But then when you look closer at it, it's actually, or when you, I don't mean look closer at it, I haven't seen the picture or anything, but when you dig deeper, it's quite interesting that you can't see the aunt's face. It's literally a picture of the back of her head. It's a picture of her scalp. So is she is Paige just starting a fight? Or is there real, or is it just because of the grievance she's now got with
Mhm.
this other content creator? What do you think? I'll
I
let
I
you.
think she's picking a fight, to be honest, because whatever her aunt decided to do, that's her aunt's business. Like, if she disagreed with her aunt's choices, that's between her and the aunt. It doesn't have anything to do with Paige and her business.
Yeah, but the aunt's not there anymore, Edna. The aunt's
Yeah, but the
deceased.
aunt agreed to it.
Yeah, okay, that's a good
So,
argument.
so I mean, unless they're saying that the aunt would not have approved the pictures, that's one thing. But if she's just saying, "Oh, I don't like this," or "I don't want to see it," or it's like tough cookies. Like, don't look at it.
That's a really good point. That's a really good point. I hadn't really looked at it that way. Because I can't help, because of the type of person I am, I can't help but put myself into that situation and think how I would
Hmm.
feel about it. But then, there are so many different angles, I guess, you can come at it. And that is actually quite a good point. If the aunt did agree to it, why would you take it down? And I think what actually happened was Paige got her mum, who would be the aunt's sister, to contact
Hmm.
Jen Gerard and to ask her to take the picture down. And I don't know how it ended, but she still didn't take the picture down. So it's quite
Yeah,
interesting.
and I don't blame her. Honestly, if it was me, I probably would have taken the picture down just because, I wouldn't like the guy said, just be done with it and not have to hear anything about it. But, as a business person, if you put money into a shoot and time, it takes a lot of work to recreate those pictures. So if that's what would be needed to replace them, I 100% agree with her, using them.
Ah, that's really good. That's interesting. And that's another reason why I like you on my panels, because we rarely agree and you always give me a different side. And I'm sort of thinking about that as well. And, I can only say you've got a good point there, because,
Mhm. Well, thank you.
yeah, what does, I mean, does anyone in the chat have anything to say about that? I know it's like completely different from Girl World, but as you know, I don't like Girl World. I hate Girl World. And there was there's certain people that I used to communicate with a lot, and these two were some of them. And also I they know a lot of what went on. Actually, before we go, what I need to do is show something. Show right, yeah, I've got to show something in here which will
Okay.
dispel some of the rumors that I doxed Peter Mon or I attacked Peter Mon. The first chat, the first comment here. Okay, this was a day ago. Someone says Paige needs to be reminded of when she splashed pictures of Peter Mon's father all over the internet without his consent because, honey, karma is at the door and she wants her money. Okay.
Ooh.
Now, remember
Mhm.
how come for me about coming for Peter Mon? See, it
Mhm.
didn't happen. All I did was make videos on him. That's it. I didn't come for him. I didn't come for his family. I didn't I didn't harass him. Nothing. Okay. So I just found it so interesting that the first comment underneath that video was this. And I thought, oh my
Mhm.
God, I need to share this. So then they go on to say Paige had zero problem going after Peter Mon's dad and has aired out multiple other family members of other folks without their consent. So her little tears for her auntie can fill up a shitty cup and rot because I have no time for her shit. Jen is wrong and unprofessional for not taking those photos down, and it reflects badly on her as a brand owner to have this kind of drama. But she was in no danger of ever getting any of my coin anyway. So I will just sit back and eat my popcorn and watch the show.
Okay.
So I think that's very interesting. So that, perhaps Hussy needs to, have a read of that, Hussy, and have a read of that and just see just how vile I was to Peter Mon. Okay. So on that, I'm gonna leave. We're gonna leave. I'm gonna say thank you so much, Edna, for being here. Always appreciate you.
Thank you for having me. Oh, I want to let Sherry know. No worries, Sherry. It's all good. Thanks, everyone. Bye.
And I want to say thanks to everybody who came by. We covered Hussy for too long, really. I didn't really mean to, but there you go. And other dramas going on in this community and indeed other communities. So I wish you a happy weekend. Have a good weekend. I'll be out shopping tomorrow. Absolutely exhausted by the end of it, no doubt. But I'll see you over in Zena's live stream. Get yourselves over there both today and tomorrow evening. I'll be on panel with them tomorrow evening, talking about the old days in the beauty and makeup and drama and commentary communities. So I'll see you then. But in the meantime, you take care of yourselves because it's a rotten old world. Bye-bye for now.